In this video, I'm going to show you 7 ways to get your manga in front of those lucrative Japanese eyeballs. If you're dedicated and commit to the long road, I know you can do it. Way 1. I suspect this one came out of the popularity of the 2020 Tezuka Manga Award. At the end of 2022, Shueisha teamed back up with Medibang to create Manga Plus Creators, a submission platform for original manga in English and Spanish, where you can upload your original works and it's ranked based on a combination of page views, likes, and favorites. Once a month, the editorial team of Shueisha will go through the top 10 works and screen them and pick out a favorite and a potential winner. First prize winners will have their work included in a special section on the apps Jump Plus and Manga Plus. They seem to only give out bronze awards, and the manga that go on Manga Plus seem to only have 1 chapter. So if you think you're getting serialized, you're not. As with Jump's Japanese Rookie Awards, criteria is so strict and mysterious that it's impossible to know what they're looking for and what they want. It possibly just comes down to editor choice, and even on Jump Rookie, they rarely give out silver awards, let alone gold. It's always mostly bronze or nothing. All you have to do is upload your amazing work, get people to read it, like it, favorite it, and just stay there in the top 10 on the leaderboard till the end of the month. The prize pool for Manga Plus creators, gold is about $7,000 and publication on Jump Plus, a Japanese online magazine, and Manga Plus by Shueisha. It's worldwide, but not in Japan, China, and South Korea. Silver, about $2,000 and publication on Manga Plus. Bronze, about $700 and again, publication on Manga Plus. They sometimes give out a creator award, which is just about $200. But they don't post you anywhere. Way 2, the SMA. This one's been around a bit longer. The SMA, or Silent Manga Audition, has been around since 2012 and was launched by the publication company Codex. Because the manga submitted in this SMA are silent, people from all over the world can submit. There's no language barrier and really no barrier to entry. The SMA discovers and nurtures foreign creators and guides them to their debut in Japan. About twice a year, SMA will start themed around about 1 to 3 emotions. The creators entering need to convey an emotional, moving story around these emotions in about 17 pages, without words, no text. Besides receiving some money, winners of the Grand Prix and Grand Prix runner-up prizes may receive an offer to join the masterclass, where you receive editorial support and help working on your pitches and entries for Japanese competitions and work your way towards your debut. Entrants of the SMA work really hard, round after round, year after year. Without dialogue, these works, it's really hard to market them anywhere else. So you kind of have to focus on SMA, and your goal is to get into the masterclass. Over time, the works get better and better at storytelling, and each round you may get some feedback from the editors. Whenever you submit to a competition like this, make sure you read the rules and submission guidelines and the agreements in full. Make sure you agree with what it entails before you proceed. For example, if you win the SMA award, even the runner-up, that work is no longer yours. It's theirs for free forever to do what they want with it. They'll likely mostly just use it on their website as an example of previous works that won, but still the fact remains, you reuse it without their agreement, so you can't republish it, you can't make a collected work of all your silent stuff and sell it. If you didn't win it all, do whatever you want with it. And maybe you're okay with that. Silent manga will be hard to reuse anyway, and we can assume that your goal is to work in Japan, and this is practice time. Let's go over their submission guidelines, see what they say. If you are awarded a prize, without further compensation, you grant the Silent Manga Audition Committee a perpetual, worldwide, exclusive, royalty-free, sub-licensable, transferable right to, so forever, everywhere, only them, without payment, they can give it to other people, edit, translate, modify, and publish your manga in magazines and other printed media, including standalone manga book volumes. 2. Edit, translate, modify, and distribute your manga as an ebook or other electronic form. 3. Edit, translate, modify, publish, and distribute, copy, adapt, and otherwise use your manga, including any elements of your manga alone or in combination with other material commercially or otherwise in video, collaborative events, or any other media, provided that the principal purpose is promoting your manga. The concept of silent manga or the Silent Manga Audition. Most likely they want to use your work for advertising. If you are awarded a prize for any use of your manga other than those mentioned above, you also also grant silent manga audition committee without further compensation, no money, an exclusive, just them, option right to enter into agreement with you on business arrangement regarding such use under reasonable terms and conditions. This includes cases where you wish to use a submission in some way. You may not publish or use in any way the manga you submit without our agreement. They can use it for whatever, and you don't get to use it. And maybe that's fine. If this is practice for you and your main goal is to get through the masterclass and onto your debut, then it shouldn't matter. If you're making silent magnum opus, this is not for you. Way 3. The Kyoto International Creators Award, found on Medibang in the contest section, is the comic contest. They also have an illustration contest, so if that's something you're into, check that out. For this, you just make your awesome manga, recommended 16 to 45 pages, and upload it via Medibang on the deadline. There's no theme, there's no other guidelines, just do awesome work up to 45 pages. Winning works may receive money, and then they recommend you to a selection of editorial departments who participate in the very Japanese Manga Business Trip Editorial Department. And if your work catches their eye, they may contact you and extend a job offer. It's worth keeping an eye on the competition section of Medibang because a lot of the different magazines and companies will occasionally put in competitions, and it's like a way to sneak through the window and get your work in Japan. Way 4. Japan International Manga Award. This one's a little more obscure, and the website only says so much. The gold and silver award winners will be invited to Japan for about 10 days for the award ceremony, and they take you around to visit Japanese cartoon artists, manga artists, publishers, etc. While the prizes don't directly include publication, many winners have gone on to be published in Japan, so it's almost like you go in and making connections with this one. I guess the ceremony and the trip expose you to publishers who might like your work and then pick you up. So again, this is a different angle to go in. Instead of directly going in your debut, you're rubbing elbows and meeting people and showing them your amazing work. Their rules are 16 plus pages, A4, any language, and should have been created within the past 3 years. Way 5. Japanese manga sites. If your Japanese is really good, give Jump Rookie a go and Days Neo. Jump Rookie is the Japanese version of Manga Plus creators. They don't accept anything in other languages, so your Japanese better be good. Just like Manga Plus creators, who knows what the criteria is, just make it awesome and put it out there. Days Neo is also a manga submission site, same kind of thing. But the interesting difference with Days Neo is they bring creators and editors together. They have 350 editors from 31 magazines. Editors can give feedback, pick up your work, and there's even a section for assistant recruiting. In this digital world, it doesn't matter where you live. If your Japanese is good, try it out. You can do assistant work, and that's another way to get into the industry. Way 6. Kyushu International Manga Award. This one also requires Japanese language skills. It's from the same people who do the SMA. Submissions should be B4 up to 39 pages or max 10 if it's a 4 comma, grayscale, and right to left. Rather than being silent, these entries are to be in Japanese, and they will be judged by the Xenon editorial department and a mangaka guest judge. Winning entries will be published in the Japanese magazine Monthly Comic Xenon, and winners will also go on towards their series debut just like the SMA winners do. It's just if your language skills are good, you can sneak in this way. Way 7. Go viral. It sounds like I'm memeing with this one, and I kind of am. But it does happen. Not just in manga, but in other ways of publishing. If you have an audience already, it's very lucrative for publishers. They want a sure thing. They don't like taking risks. So if you're like no one coming out of nowhere with your amazing manga, but no one wants to read it, publishers are gonna be like,
I don't know about you.
Having an inbuilt audience is very attractive to publishers. If you can make your own work popular in your own country, it can go international very easy in this digital online world. You have a higher chance of it traveling out to other countries like Japan. Take Felipe Smith, for example, whose manga MBQ won 2nd place in Tokyo Pop's Rising Stars of Manga competition. Just like in the Japanese competitions, the winners went into an anthology. The buzz around this manga reached Japan, and he was contacted by a book agent who wanted to represent him in Japan. He went on to be serialized by Kodansha, creating Peepcho, one of the first manga titles created by a non-Japanese native.
If you think you're gonna be the first one, sorry, it's been done.
All this happened way back in about 2007 when the internet was barely a thing. Now there are more and more ways for indie creators to reach readers all over the world and build the audience and fans. Social media is everywhere. If you want to reach readers all over the world and get your story in the hands of fans, you can. Turn your digital manga into a print book, sell it online, take it to cons, kickstart it. There are so many options. Don't give up on your dreams like I think I have. Pause and take a look around at the opportunities. In the end, it comes down to persistence, luck, patience, time, more time, and the so-called 10-year overnight success. You'll find your path and share your manga with Japan and the world. If you want to submit to the competitions above and want to make sure your manga is ready, check out this video on how to set up your pages and make it print ready from the start.